Okay, guys, now we're gonna learn about the chapter 5 about the algebra, linear equation, and simple inequalities. This is the further of algebra, but I think this is quite simple and you already learned it previously because we already switched the topic so that you learn the hardest one first and then you can focus on the simple one. This is linear equation and simple inequalities. So if you follow the book, it's on page 110. And what is linear equation? Linear equation is the equation of algebra that use the variables. So what is variables? Variables is something that is represented in with letter. It can be X, it can be A, it can be B, and all alphabets. Okay, and to find the value of X, as simple as this, I think you already remember how to do. If 7 on the left side supposed need to be changed into the right side, you have to do the inverse operator, inverse operation. So for 7 has to be changed into to the right side becomes -7. Okay. Next. So this is the example of linear and nonlinear equations. So the linear equation is something that has no has a single term. Okay. Left is a linear equation, right side is not the linear equation. Why? Because on the right side we have square. This is the problem, right? I have to annotate this, I think. So this is the problem, and this also the problem. Cube also the problem. Square root and multiplication and over. This will be the problem on to get the idea of nonlinear equation. So how about this? This is simple. X also, it is over 4, no problem. And 6x, x again. Y and x are two different separated parts. Two separated parts, and this also different term. So linear equation means single term or single variable term. Okay, so the variable is always single in one term. Okay, not x over y, but x over 4. 4 is a number, right? So that's how you differentiate between linear and non-linear equation. Okay, only one variable, right? And then let's go to the next part. I think we can skip this. This is the fair share formula, but I don't think we need to do this. Let's go to practice now. There you go. Okay, I don't think we need, this is the work example. You can see the idea about this, but it's too long in my opinion. I will give you the easiest one because to solve this by using this kind of understanding, I think it will waste your time. Okay, see how many steps? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 steps. So I think we need to simplify to have more easily understanding. Okay, so I will go to on the right side. So I will do it on the right side and we will compare which one is the more effective way. But again, let me know whenever you have any question. So for number A, our example A. So 2x, I just rewrite one more time, 9. And what to do? You move the 3 to the right side because we want to solve for the x. Because if we want to solve each of the following equation, we have to solve the unknowns. Okay, you move the 3 to the right side becomes 2x equals 9 minus 3, right? Because it's changing its sign, changing sign. 9 subtract 3. So 2x will equals to 6 and x will equals to, you change the 2 on the right side. This is the multiplication rules, right? So when you change this on the right side, it has to be divided. It's 3. How many steps? 1, 2, 3, 4. How about this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. See? So 4 steps versus 6 steps. Which one you prefer? Up to you. So for the other also apply the same. Okay. For example B, let's try. So it's too much to do, right? It has so much things to do, but I hope that with my explanation later on, you can get the idea about how to do it in more simple and more effective way. How about this? Let's try. 5x minus 9 equals 3x plus 3. So we have two variables in two different places. So you have to change it into one place, one hand side. So I put the 3x to the left side. So 5x stays, minus 3x, right? And then 3 stays, and put the 9 on the right side. Plus 9, negative 9 becomes plus 9. So this will be 2x equals 12. And 2 go to the right side becomes divide, because 2 times, not 2 plus or 2 minus, 2 times. So the inverse operation of times is divide, 12 over 2. So it is more simple. See, if you look at the steps, we have only 1, 2, 3, 4 steps. How about this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 steps. It's less than half, right? So which one you prefer? Again, up to you. On the left side, it gives you the idea about the fair share. Subtract on both, simplify on both, add on both sides, divide by both sides. It's we already discussed about it previously, so I think this will be the simple understanding. How about C? So to do question C, you need to do this distributive law as well. So because we have the, what do you call, the bracket. So I write it one more time. 5 y minus 1. So what to do? 2y times 2, 4y. 2 times negative 3 minus 6. 5 times y, 5y. 5 times negative 1, negative 5. Okay, pay attention. In this case, in this problem, we do the change. We change the 5y to the left side because we need to put it in one hand side. 4y stays, and minus 5y because it's plus, and then negative 5 stays, but negative 6 go to the right side. Minus 6, plus 6, I'm sorry, almost wrong. So 4y minus 5y is negative 1y, because 4 minus 5 is negative 1. So you don't have to put the 1 here. So negative 5 plus 6 equals 1. So how can you find y? Okay, just change the sign. Or you can multiply both by 1. Negative 1 by negative 1. So you will get the answer of negative 1. See? Way
Sir,
more.
kenapa kalau di situ kok membingungkan banget, Sir, kalau yang sebelah?
Yang mana?
Yang how do they get 5y minus 5y again on the other one?
Itu namanya fair share. Ada caranya. Ntar ya jelasinnya. Ini mau dijelasin yang sebelah kiri ya. So gini. Jadi sebenarnya dia mau ilangin 5y on the right side by how? By what? By subtract 5y on the both sides. So ini hilang nantinya. Ini kan jadi negatif 1y, right? Bener gak?
Iya.
Jadi cara itu kuno. Caranya lama. Jadi you have to move the negative 5y on the left side and right side by subtract both sides. Biar adil, ini namanya fair share. Oke. Agak ribet sih. Mau dijelasin?
Nggak usah deh.
Nggak usah ya. Di ya, sekarang kita bikin sama. Di kalau mau coba juga bisa. Panjang tapi. Sih. Oh wait. Ya udah ini aja ya. Kita coba practice now langsung aja ya. Kayaknya yang tadi udahlah. Udah tahu aja gitu. Soalnya ini ada juga nih yang 1E. 1E sama kayak yang atas ya sih. Agak susah juga liatnya. Oke, let's see. Yuk perhatiin ya, ini soal-soal yang kayak ginian tuh agak simple. Jadi jangan don't take any just grasp the time, take any chance to ask me whenever I'm still here. Kalau you merasa bingung, lu langsung nanya aja. Kenapa? Karena ini susah. Nggak segampang yang pikir gitu. Oke. Jadi coba langsung nanya. Yang nggak bisa, jangan nggak nanya. Kalau nggak nanya ya, that's your problem. So 1A. X plus 9 equals 4. You move the 9 to the right side, right? So X equals 4 minus 9. Udah selesai, minus 5. See? Only 2 steps, right? And sebenarnya nggak 2 steps, dia 1 step juga bisa. Lainnya pindahin gitu. Yang B agak ribet nih, guys. Soalnya ada 3x, so 3x minus 2 equals 4. What you have to change? You have to move 2 first. 3-nya gimana caranya dibuang? Susah. Nah, better, you pindahin aja ke sini. Oke? Nah, berarti 3x equals 4 plus 2. Langsung ya, 4 plus 2, 6, right? So x equals, jangan 6 minus 3 ya, be careful. This is so damn wrong. Kalau orang ngomong 3 is multiplication. So if you move the 3 to the right side, you have to divide. Right, x equals 2. Again, pay attention, extra careful, and let me know when I am too fast to teach. Okay, because I'm trying to do slow, but not too slow. Fast, but not too fast. Okay. So how do you do this? We have equal sign here. You put the 2x to the left side, becomes 7x stays minus 2x, right? And then the negative 13 stays, and you move the 2 to the right side, minus 2, right? So what is 7 minus 2? 5x equals negative 13 minus 2, negative 15, right? So x will be negative 15 over 5. So x supposed to be negative 3. Why divide? Again, with the same rule applied for this part. Okay, 3 to the right side becomes divide. 5 to the right side becomes divide also. Okay, how to do question B? Okay, do it slowly. I will make it a bit. I will zoom this. Okay, so 3 times 3y is 9y. And then 3 times 4 is plus 12. And then equals to 4y, right? And then plus 2. And you move again to the left side. Everything to the every unknowns to the left side. 4y to the left side. So 9y subtract 4y. And then 2. And you move the positive 12 to the right side, becomes negative 12, right? So it is 5y equals negative 10. Okay, so y equals negative 10. Again, jangan sampai minus lagi. Ini bisa salah nih. Ya, ini divide by 5. So y equals negative 2. See how simple it is, right? Yang kelihatannya susah guys, tapi bisa. Copy dulu ya. I will copy the questions because it's so much, and I want to make it a bit bigger. Okay, let's try this question. So what to do? Rainbow, yeah, or what is rainbow? Distributive law. 2y minus 2, right? And plus 3y minus 3 equals 4, subtract 2y. So it's quite challenging, but first thing first, we still have something that can be simplified. Okay, what can be simplified on the left and right here? Oh, I mean on the left hand side. So 2y plus 3y is 5y, and minus 2 minus 3 is minus 5, right? And then 4 minus 2y. And what to do? Switch or change the sign. Change the side, I mean, changing the hand side of the unknowns on the left side. So 5y stays, and negative 2y go to the left, becomes plus 2y. And 4 here, and negative 5 go to the right side, becomes plus 5. So we deal with the fraction now, because 7y equals 9. How can you get y then? 9 over 7. Or you can change it into a mixed fraction, 1, 2 over 7. It's so up to you. Okay, I will give you freedom to choose which you want, whether you want to change to the improper fraction, sorry, change from improper to mixed or not, or skip it like that. Okay, now question with decimals. Okay, decimals is quite simple. It's the same, but we deal with a more complex number. It's okay. So 2.7 subtract 0.7, 2 itself, right? So that's all. And how about this? 2y equals 2.8 plus, right? Because we move the negative 1 over 1.3 becomes positive 1.3 to the right side. So 2y equals 4.1. So y equals 4.1 over 2. And this is quite annoying. You can use either fractions, times 10 times 10, right? Becomes 41 over 20. Or you can just divide it with calculator, 2.05, up to you. Both of them are same. Okay, or you can change into mixed fraction, 1 over 20. Again, all answers are acceptable. Okay, that's for practice now 1. Let's go to the next practice now. How about this? We deal with the fraction. Okay, so you're gonna look at this so complicated workings. See, add 8 to both sides and simplify the terms of the RHS, the right hand side, blah 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 blah. I don't like this, so let's try to do with the easiest way. The easiest way is not my way. It's YouTube. I watched it in YouTube and I see that this is more simple than when I have to do the other or the operator of both sides, wasting time. Now, so how about this? You move the 8 to the right side. 1 over 3x equals 6 plus 8, 14, right? And x equals 14 divide by 1 over 3. Remember, this multiply means go to the right becomes divide. So x equals 14 times 3 over 1 or 3 itself. So 42. That's the answer for x. See, 4 steps. Let's see about the book. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 steps. Okay, it's getting simple, but still our way is more simple. Okay, now please move to the left hand side for unknowns. See, for all the variables, for all the numbers that consist of variables, minus 2 over 3y. Wait, I think I need to put extra space. See, and then 5 stays and minus 3 1 over 2. Okay, so wait, I did something wrong. 5 over 2, it's not 5 over 3. Okay, so the denominator are still different. What to do now? Make the denominator equal. Multiply 3, multiply 3, multiply 2, multiply 2. So we get 15 minus 4. Right? And then equals to, I hate this. So 5 over 1 subtract, change into a mix in improper fraction. 7 over 2. We haven't done with the equalizing the denominator. So you have to do it there. So 15y minus 4y is 9y over 6, right? Equals to 10 minus 7, 3 over 2. Now, the challenge is in here, in this part. So I will introduce you to a cross multiplication. Or I can call it CM, cross multiplication. So the 6 on the left side is division, right? And the 2 on the right side is division also. So in order to annihilate the division, I think what we can do now is try to move the 6 to the right hand side and the 2 to the left hand side. That's called the cross multiplication. See, 6 go right becomes multiply, right? Because over 6. And 2 go left becomes multiply also. Get it? Again, this is the division on the left side, left hand side division. This also right hand side division. I want to change the division into multiplication by changing it on the from one hand side to the other hand side. So you just simply switch the position. Okay, so 9y times 2, that's called cross multiplication. Or 2 times 9y, boleh ya, sama aja ya. 3 times 6. See, sama aja. Jadi lebih simpel malah. So 18y equals 18. Oh, piece of cake, 18 over 18. See, y equals 1, right? So this is the cross multiplication. I will do it slowly for the next question. Ini juga sama. Yeah, do the cross multiplication. Wait, move it a bit to the right side. So 3 is division on the left side and 5 is division on the right side. So you have to put on the right hand side and left hand side, or the opposite hand side. That's better. So 5 bracket z plus 2, right? Because we multiply, equals 3 bracket 3z plus 2. Again, cross. Oke, ada tengahnya nih, cross namanya. Kenapa kok bisa cross? Kok bisa? How come? because division on the left side is multiplication on the right side. Division on the right side is multiplication on the left side. Gitu cara mikirnya. Okay. Now 5 times z is 5z, right? 5 times 2, 10. 3 times 3x, 3z, I mean, 9z. 3 times 2 is 6. Okay, move the z to the left-hand side. Unknown always on the left-hand side, biar lebih gampang. Ya. So 5z subtract 9z equals 6, subtract 10. See, move the 9z, move the 10. And we are almost done. Negative 4z equals negative 4. Hah, sama aja jawabannya. Negative 4 over negative 4. So the z will be 1, not negative 1 ya, hati-hati ya. Wih, sama kayak yang previous question, but it is more doable. Yeah, more understandable. Okay. Copy. Paste. Done. Next question. So how do you do this? Again, ini sama aja. Coba ya. Cuma bedanya apa? Ya bedanya soalnya doang. Oke, coba kita lihat di sini. Oke. Jadi ini gimana nih guys? So move 9 to the right hand side. So x over 2 equals 5, subtract 9 langsung negative 4. So the x will be negative 4 times 2, right? Because divide by 2 on the left side is multiply 2 on the right side. So x will be negative 8. And how about this? Go for half y to the left side. 5 over 7y. Gedein dikit tempatnya karena mau bikin equalize denominator. Minus 1 over 2y equals 3, 1 over 4. Subtract 2, right? Subtract 2 nih, kan ke kanan. So make the denominator equal times 2, times 2, times 7, times 7. So 10 minus 7, right? So 3y over 14. Over 14, see? Equals 3, 1 over 4. Okay, make it simple. 13 over 4, right? Subtract 2. What is 2? 2 over 1. Digampangin lagi. Ya. Oh, terlalu tebal. And then you multiply by 4, multiply by 4. So 13 subtract 8 is 5 over 4. And what to do? Cross multiplication. Right? Kalau ada fraction equals fraction, cross multiplication. There you go, there you go. So 4 times 3y, langsung aja bisa ya, 12y equals 5 times 14, 70. Yeah, so you can find the value of y by dividing 70 by 12. Right, and then what next? You divide by 2, divide by 2. So y equals 35 over 6, or 7, no, 5 over 6. That's the answer. Now, how to do question C? Question C is same. What makes difference is only about the number. See, 3 times 3z minus 1 equals 2 times z subtract 4. Right, so you multiply this, 9z minus 3 equals 2z minus 8. Okay, so 9z subtract 2z, go to the left, equals negative 8 plus 3. So 7z equals negative 5. Okay, we deal with fraction, and don't worry about the fraction at all. Okay, that's your answer. Simple, right? Gampang ya? Susah-susah banget ya. Why you think that this is simple? Because we already did the hard part previously. Okay. Now, how about this? Sama, guys. Habisnya exercise 5, habis itu exercise 5B ya. So for today we learn about 5A, 5A and 5B. Now how to solve this again and again. You have the fraction on the left side, but on the right side no fraction. Jadi kita bikin 4-nya ganti dulu. So 4 over 1, biar jadi enak. And then cross multiplication, right? 8 times 1, yaudah 8 itself. 4 bracket 2x minus 3. You mau terbalik bisa nggak? Kalau misalkan saya mau ganti deh 4-nya di sebelah kiri, boleh nggak? Boleh, ya. Up to you, but kita ikutin aja. 8 times 1, kan 8-nya di atas, so 8 times 1 equals 4 times 2x minus 3. 8 times 1. 8 times 1 is 8 itself, so ini 8x minus 12, right? And then you move the 8x to the left side, negative 8x, right, to the left, because the unknowns is always on the left side. Negative 12, you put the negative 8 to the right side, becomes negative 8. So negative 8x equals negative 20. Okay, so x would be negative 20 over negative 8. And then what to do next? Just divide by 4. Divide by 4. You will get negative 5 over negative 2 or 5 over 2. Because negative divided by negative is positive. Oke, yang ini juga sama. Oh, ini lebih enak malah langsung pure cross. Pure cross multiplication. Y minus 3 equals 3y plus 4. And then 2y minus 6 equals, right, 3y plus 12. And then 2y subtract 3y equals to 12 plus 6, right? So negative y equals 18. And then y equals negative 18. Okay, for some of you, maybe this is so boring and bikin ngantuk. But again, I'm asking for your extra attention. Okay, ini kayak bikin ngantuk ya, gampang. But
I
again,
think it's not boring, sir. But
kenapa?
I'm just wondering how much calculations do we need to do for one number?
No, it's not much. See, nggak banyak tau.
Katanya sih banyak, sir.
Oh, ya udah pelan-pelan. So do it slowly. And we won't give you so much question on this. Ini juga homeworknya nanti ada kasih, ada beberapa angka. Okay. Again, you can ask me anything about this if you have any problem. Okay, now for 5.2, we learn about the formula. Okay, on learning about the formula, we learn about all variables. Okay, all variables. So if you multiply, you can just write LB, length times breadth is LB, and so on. And this will be commonly used. So I will give you the example here. When you know the formula to finding the volume of a cuboid is given LBH, volume is length times breadth times height, where L is length, B is breadth, and H is height. So if L5, B2, and H3, calculate the volume. So volume is LBH, volume is L5. So L is 5, B is 2, and H is 3. So just multiply everything and you will get 30 cm cubed. That's all. That's simple. And what you do, you have only to substitute, okay, the letter by numbers. And if volume is 240 cm cube and BH is 5, so how do you do the length? Again, you just switch this. So volume equals LBH. The volume is 240. The L is unknown. You have to find it because you have to find the length you are asked. And B is 6. H is 5. So what is 6 times 5? 30. So 30 times L is 30L. Okay, so next L equals 240. You move the 30 to the left-hand side by 30. So you will get 8 as length. It's the same, but they put the L on the left side, I put the L on the right side. That's only an inverse, okay? So let's do practice now. 2. Okay, let's try Newton's second law, blah, blah, blah. Okay, wait. Okay, Newton's second law states that the net force F acting on a body given F equals ma. So I think that for this kind of word problem, the best idea is to filter all the important sentence, which is the important sentence, which is not the important sentence. We have to understand that in order to solve the word problem. This will be the important statement. F equals m times a. Write it. Then, where m is the mass, okay, a is acceleration, and the units of F is Newton, right? FMA Newton, kilogram, and meter per second square, respectively. It means that it's not too important. It's important, but it's not essentials. So for question A, find if F equals 1000, so you just change the F by 1000, and A equals 0.05, you just change this position, and find the net force, find F. See, you just multiply, right? So F equals 50. What is the units? Units of F are is Newton here. So to do B, again, we use the same formula, the same essential formula. This is the important parts. I put a star on it. Okay. So if F equals 100, okay, you just change the F by 100 equals M is unknown, find the mass. A is 0.1. So to calculate the M, I think it's quite simple. You move the 0.1 to the left side, divide by 0.1. And how to solve this? Again, you need to multiply by 10, multiply by 10. So 100 times 10 is 1000 over 1, right? Why? Why I have to multiply by 10? Because I want to annihilate the decimals. Meter, M means mass. So mass equals to 1000 kilograms because the unit is kilogram. See? That's it. I don't think we have any further hard questions, but let's try to do next. So again, use your book because your book is same with this. And let's go here. Number 1 and number 2 for practice now 2. This is quite complicated. So let's see. And I will give you the easiest way to solve this, but easy and understandable. Wait, I move this to the right side. Okay, and I will make this bigger. Okay, and I also make this bigger. Okay, let's do this. Let me show you how to do this question simply and not hard. Yeah, simple yet not hard. X. So what to do with X? X equals 1. Change the X by 1. Again, it's not 21. Carefully. Times 1. Y equals 4. It is given. Oh, wait. I change every X by 1. See, I change every X by 1. Every X by 1. Right? I'll just put like this because you don't have to times by anything. And the Y by 4. 4. 4. Wait, sorry. It is 4. Again, one more. It is 4. So multiply, not 24. And find the value of Z. What is Z here? I don't change anything by Z because we are finding this. 2 times 1 is 2. 2 plus 4 is 6. Minus 3Z over 3 times 1 is 3. 4 plus 3 is 7. Equals 1 over 8. Okay, we are having our simple understanding right now. Simple term, cross multiply, right? And then cross multiply. See? And we will get 8, 6 minus 3Z equals 1 times 7. So multiply slowly. Right? So negative 24 z equals 7 subtract 48. So negative 24 z equals negative 41. Right? And then you can get the value of z by dividing minus 41 over minus 24. And you will get the positive answer. Right? Z equals 41 over 24. Or you can simply make it into the mixed fraction. That's the answer. Okay, it's either three possibilities. Choose which one you prefer. How about this? This also the same. So the t equals 3. The v equals 2.5. I change this first, becomes 5 over 2. Can I? So to make it more simple and more not complex. So 5 over 2. Wait. And this also 4 over 3. Right? The v is 5 over 2. And the u is 4 over 3. Change it. Oke, jadi di apa ini? Di substitute ya. And the denominator is still not the same. Times 3, times 3, times 2, times 2. So 3 over 1, because it's the fraction, equals, ini kan 15, ini over 6 ya langsung ya. Ini over A kan. Terus ini 15 minus 8, langsung aja 7 over 6, right? And then what to do next? 3A, this. Cross multiply. 3A equals 7 over 6. And A equals 7 over 6 divided by 1 over 3. Right? See, ini kan divide ya. Oh, sorry, divide by 3. 1 over 3. Divide by 3 because 3 is moved to the right hand side. So A equals 7 over 6 times 1 over 3. Remember? Now we get the value of A, 7 over 18. That's it. See, no, not really hard. This is easier than 5.1, right? So let's try to do this. Find the formula of the sum of any three consecutive number. So find the formula of the sum of any three consecutive even number. So we have to understand that even number, the next even number will be n plus 2, like odd number. You have to think like this. So for example, even numbers start from 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, and so on, right? For each consecutive even number, you add by 2, you add by 2, you add by 2 for each of the following numbers. Okay, now, so the first number will be n. Okay, and the next number will be n plus 2, and the next number again will be n plus 4. Right? So you add all the numbers. So you have to create your formula, your own formula. So n plus 2, n plus 4, because next 2. This is second, third. First, second, third. 3n plus 6, right? This is the same. It's the same, yeah, totally same. And that's for part 1. Part 2, hence calculate the value of s when the smallest even number is 14. So you change the n by 14. It has to be ada dua cara. Yang pertama, you masukin 3 times 14 plus 6, you get as given in question. Or yang pertama kan dikasih tahu 14. So boleh nggak 14 plus 16 plus 18? Boleh juga. 30 plus 18, 48. So you can choose either way. But I prefer you to do this because to correlate with this. Correlating ya, biar jadi ada nyambungnya gitu. Okay, I will copy this and we do the last practice now. State the formula. Ini agak susah nih. You harus mikir kalau ketemu soal kayak geometrical shapes, construction, you have to construct or you have to make the model. Okay, state the formula of the area of a semicircle of radius r. What is semicircle? What we know is only a circle, right? Tapi kalau you udah tahu semicircle lebih bagus lagi. Semicircle is a half circle. I cut half like this. You mau begini boleh, terserah. You mau begini boleh, ya yang umum lah ya, yang general aja gitu ya. And then you erase the other half. This is semicircle, and this will be the shape. Okay, and what to do next? Oh, we have the radius r. Okay, sorry, I forgot. This here, radius, or anywhere radius, up to you. But I think better do this to make it simple. What do you know about the area of a circle? Area of a circle is pi times r times r. That's on your 6th grader or 5th grader. I don't know. I never teach international primary times r times r. But since it's a semicircle, half of a circle you times by half, right? That's it. That's for part 1. We are done. Or you can just write r square, up to you. Terserah, you mau yang mana boleh. Tapi in my opinion ini lebih enak, ya. And then hence find the area of a semicircle that has a radius of 5. R equals 5. Okay, so for part 2, you change the r by 5. So area equals half times pi is given 3.142 times 5, right? So half times 3.142 times 25, and do it yourself because this is only required less work on calculator. Okay, what is next? Done. So today our meeting is done for 5A and 5B, and we continue 5C and 5D on the next day about the application of linear equation in a real world context. It means that you deal with the word problems, you deal with the inequalities later on, and a man is 5 times as old as his son, blah, 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 blah. So we deal with the word problems, and we deal with so many understanding about this. Okay, so I will stop the recording.